Smartphones these days have really good cameras. They're small and offer great quality, and because of that, a lot of times I even prefer them to my actual camera for photography. But when it comes to video, I find that I still reach for my Sony because smartphone video to me has always looked like smartphone video, flat and undynamic. The bit rates are not particularly great, there is no depth of field, and there is just not enough manual control. But of late, some of that has been changing thanks to this guy.
Ooh, check out that flare.
This right here is a smartphone anamorphic lens, and I actually have not one but two of them, and I only need one, so stick till the end of the video because I'm going to give one of them to one of you guys. If you already know what anamorphic is, skip to this timestamp, and for those of you that don't, which I assume is a lot more people, basically it is a type of look that you see often in high budget films, Batman vs Superman, Star Wars, even some of the recent TV shows such as You, When They See Us, Fleabag, they all have this look. Now there's three main things that kind of make the anamorphic look. First, the image is wider. So with an anamorphic lens, what it essentially does, without going into the history, is it squeezes your image by 1.3 times or 2 times, depending on what's called the squeeze factor, and then in post you de-squeeze that image, and because of that you get a much wider frame than usual. And this is different to a wide-angle lens in that with anamorphic, only one dimension, either the width or the height, is wider. Secondly, the bokeh. This is not always true, but most anamorphic lenses have an oval front element, so because of that, the outer focus elements or the bokeh that you see with anamorphic footage is oval in shape. Finally, the lens flares. With anamorphic, when light directly hits the lens, you see a horizontal lens flare. Now this can be of different colors and different shapes, but generally it is blue and horizontal. Now typically anamorphic lenses are all made for cinema cameras and for PL mounts, so they're all kind of expensive. There are anamorphic adapters for DSLR and mirrorless cameras, and there's also one company that's making a direct anamorphic lens for mirrorless cameras that doesn't require any adapters. But these are all still very expensive. We are talking at least $500, $600 or 35,000, 40,000 Indian rupees. You can't really get a taste of anamorphic for say under $200 or 15,000 rupees unless you get one of these. This is the closest way to get a taste of anamorphic without spending a lot of money.
I don't need your money, I don't need a thing. Got you on my right side, driving through LA. Cruising to the coast, I ain't been before. You go all the time, show me more. Now we got the sunset, now we got the view. You look at the water, I'm looking at you. Then you look at me, I know you're the one.
So remember just a minute ago I said something about squeeze factor? All smartphone anamorphic lenses have a 1.3 times squeeze factor, whereas true anamorphic is generally like 1.8 times or 2 times squeeze factor. So smartphone anamorphic lenses may not be like true anamorphic wide, but they are still considerably wide. Same goes with bokeh. You don't really get any bokeh on smartphones. You just don't. That's just the nature of the smartphone sensor. But when it comes to lens flares, man, this lens is freaking beautiful. You get that full-on blue horizontal lens flare, making it look like it's straight out of a J.J. Abrams film.
Now obviously this is an acquired taste. A lot of people might even find it disturbing, whereas for me personally, I love the look, I love the lens flares. I think it is cinematic, I think it has character, it makes your otherwise boring footage look very interesting. Now there are plenty of brands out there that are currently making anamorphic lenses for smartphones. The most popular one being, if you've kept up, is obviously Moment. I have not tried the Moment lens. This one is from Skyvik, as I said, and I actually like this one a lot. It comes with a front lens cap and a rear lens cap and a lot of accessories in the box. And the best part about it is the fact that it is a clip-on lens, meaning you don't need any additional cases to mount it to your phone, unlike some other brands out there. So if you have an iPhone right now and you want to mount it, you can. If you want to get an Android at some point in the future, which is what you should have done in the first place, you can also mount it to that phone without having to buy any additional cases. So that way I think it is pretty versatile. Okay, so I also want to talk a little bit about how to actually use the lens, because when I asked you guys on Instagram what you wanted to know, that seemed to be one of the most asked questions.
First, obviously, you mount the lens on your phone. Next, for the app, you could use the default camera app, but honestly, I don't see why you would want to do that. There are some incredible third-party apps that are designed around Anamorphic for phone. Skyvik does not have their own app, but there is Filmic Pro, there is Moment Pro, and a bunch of other apps. I use the Moment app. With the Moment app, you just tell the app that you're shooting on an anamorphic lens and then turn on the de-squeeze feature, and the app will automatically de-squeeze the footage for you while shooting itself, saving you some effort in post as well as allowing you to frame properly. In addition, you also get complete manual control and a bunch of other cool stuff. By the way, something else I recently discovered is shooting photos with this lens. Yes, Anamorphic is associated with video and cinematography, but Moment has a photo mode on their app and I just absolutely love it. I am obsessed. Anything I see, I just aim and click a picture in the Anamorphic mode and it just looks 100 times better. I hope this is just a phase though, because I don't want to overdo it and take the magic out of it. Anyway, you can get a 21:9 aspect ratio for your photos even without the lens. I've been doing that forever now, even before I had the lens. But again, the lens flare is something you won't get, and just the experience of seeing and framing the scene in Anamorphic is very satisfying.
Now the Skyvik lens will run you about 7,000 Indian rupees, which I know sounds like a lot for a lens or any smartphone accessory. I thought the same too. Initially I thought 7,000 rupees is a lot because I used to think it is only the aspect ratio that's changing, but Anamorphic is a lot more than that. And relatively speaking, I think this is worth the money because all the other lenses, such as Moment for example, will run you about $150, which is 10,000 Indian rupees. On top of that, you gotta get the case, which is more money, and they don't even make cases for most of the phones that we use here in India. Okay, so overall I've had a blast using this lens. I think if you're into the whole cinematography, videography, anamorphic look type of thing, you will really enjoy the lens. You will find that it is worth the money, and yeah, it's just a great experience, and it makes me want to use my phone more. It makes me want to shoot more, which is the point of gear like this, to make you go out and shoot more. Alright, the giveaway. So thanks to Skyvik, I actually have two of these lenses, one that I can keep and one that I can give to you guys. So I'm going to keep this super simple. To enter this, this is what you need to do. First, go on Instagram and follow Skyvik. I will leave the link in the description. Next, follow me, follow my Instagram account if you aren't already doing that for whatever reason. That will also be linked in the description. Third, go comment on my latest post. It is the post of the lens. It's a picture of the lens. Comment anything, does not matter what it is. And then number 4, this is completely optional, but if you want to be nice and help me out, go and share this post on your story, add it to your story. It is completely optional, but if you like my work, if you see what if you think my work is good, share it, and it'll help me spread the word too. And yeah, that's about it. In about 10 days time from when this video goes live, I will announce the winners. I'll maybe go live on Instagram, or I'll probably post a story. One of those things. I will pick a winner using a random comment generator, and from there, I'll get in touch and I will ship it to the winner. This is India only, so if you're watching this from a different country, I'm sorry. Next time, hopefully I'll be able to do an international giveaway. So yeah, that's about it for this video. If you enjoyed watching it, give it a like. If you did not, vote it down. Let me know in the comments why I didn't like it. If you're new, consider subscribing for more videos just like this one. Maybe hit the bell icon while you're at it. It's been Suraj. Thanks so much for watching. Take it easy and stay devoted. Anyway, you can also get 21:9 aspect ratio images for your photos. I hope this is just a phase though, because